Deep breathing. Yeshua, I love you. Thank you for everything you've done. You saved me. When God sees me, God sees you. So, I do have something in the oven right now. 4 o'clock kind of came faster than I thought. So, I will be getting up to check the oven in probably 4 minutes. I could probably do my Twitch story real quick. So, story. Writing, reading, and chatting. Mechanical Poetry Live. Alright, that'll do. Oh, wait. Probably should turn on Wi-Fi so it doesn't take as long. Okay, so I guarantee you within a minute I'm going to have to get up to do the oven. So I might be starting this stream a little bit later than 4 when I actually do read poetry. So let's go to YouTube Shorts. I can at least probably do it real quick. Writing, reading, and chatting. Mechanical Poetry Live. That should suffice. I'll let that upload. I guarantee my oven's gonna do something. I'll do the title real quick. Writing, reading, and chatting. Mechanical Poetry Live. Okay, that didn't work. Writing, reading, and chatting. Mechanical Poetry Live. And then I'll do a hashtag. Another hashtag. And then I'll just put poetry. Oh, wait. Okay, poetry, and then maybe one more hashtag writing. That should be good. I'll let it upload. Well, how's it going, Michael Bolden? I think I remember you subscribing to me. Oh, okay, so I got it wrong. I thought it was YouTube, but I will be right back. I have something in the oven, and I gotta flip it. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for popping in. I'll be right back. I gotta get something out of the oven. And then I gotta get up in less than 9 minutes because all I did was flip it, and it needs a bit more time. But yeah, this is my stream starting soon. I typically start 10 minutes early and set up a Twitch story and or YouTube short. Yeah, I write poetry. I've wanted to write a book in my life. I did start a book when I was like in my teens, but I never finished it. But one day, maybe. So let's go to YouTube Studio, edit my content. with some poetry wisdom. I don't know. My poetry, I like to rhyme. A lot of poetry doesn't rhyme like at all. Um, and then I often have to look up definitions for words because sometimes I'm like not exactly sure if I'm using that word in the correct context or, definition. All right, so writing, reading, and chatting. Tags and shorts. People and blogs, add tags. Creative writing. Creative writing. Poetry. Spoken word. Chat with me. Laugh with me. Please don't laugh at me. Fun stream. Okay, that should suffice. I have no idea what that is. Paralesium? Paralesium. What is that? Hold on. Paralesium definition. Looks like it spelled it correctly. Oh, it must have not. Okay, let me. So you spelled it with two E's or two L's. And then instead of the Y you put E. Because I don't know what that is. And then after the I, or no, EL, I. Let's see what comes up. Parallel? I don't know if that's right. A literary device that uses the repetition of a specific grammatical structure to create a pattern for emphasis and rhyme. Huh. Yeah, I have not heard of that. That's interesting. So do you stream too? Yeah, well, let me check because I typically check and make sure YouTube and Twitch is doing fine. YouTube says excellent. Twitch always says unstable, which it does. Yes, it does. Okay. Well, the first poem I think I'm going to read, Think Like Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech. I don't remember that, to be honest, except for the very first. Like, yeah, I don't remember that. Hopefully that doesn't make me sound like a bad person. I'll read best poem ever. Or maybe I'll just read something shorter because I think that oven's going to go off probably any minute. So let's go with this. It's not very long and it's 4 o'clock. So I'll read a poem and then that oven's going to go off. All right, so yeah, I titled this poem Cliche. So you're like repeating a phrase for emphasis, like repeating the same phrase over and over again. Oh yeah, I think I've done poems like that where I repeat the same sentence or something like that. Yeah, I think I've done that. I didn't know that's what I was doing though. All right, this one is titled Cliche. I will let you know when I am done, if I decide to finish. This was started for more reasons than fun. I wanted to be connected, or at least feel. Love was and always will be cliché sayings, and I will live happily ever after. So yeah, that one's short. All right, that oven's gonna go off. I know it anytime now. I had to make some food, and my stomach keeps yelling at me. It's just like, please. Well, if it's yelling at me, it's probably not saying please. So you subscribed to me on Twitch at the very end of what stream was it? Was it a video game stream? Or was it a poetry stream? Let's see, on Twitch. Yeah, I see you followed me 7 days ago, so 7 days ago would be today, so it must have been poetry. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's cool. You like poetry as well? Sounds like it since you're wanting to write like that. That's cool. I feel kind of bad because I actually don't read other people's poetry. Yeah, I like writing. Writing's always been like a nice escape for me. It helps me like journaling and whatnot kind of helps with stress like if you don't have a therapist, which I haven't journaled in a long time because I actually do have a therapist. I've been seeing my therapist for like 2 years now. All right, I'm gonna wait until that oven beeps because I know it's gonna beep any second unless I know I set the timer. But I'll get another poem set up. Maybe I'll read best poem ever because I'm trying to read that in under 60 seconds so I can do that as a YouTube short. So I'll get that set up and then that's probably going to beep. And oh, yeah, you have a therapist and you're right. Well, yeah, I mean, I haven't been writing that much these last 2 years. I think in the last 2 years, I've uploaded maybe 4 poems to YouTube. Like the 4 most recent, I'm fairly sure, because the last one I uploaded. Okay, there it is. I'll be right back. Okay. Interesting. You ask AI what it means. Okay, you're not very deliberate, so it's kind of like random. You just kind of have thoughts and you just kind of write it down. Okay. Well, here, let me read this best poem ever, and I'm going to try to read it accurately in under 60 seconds, which I've had very difficult time doing. It's just a thought, and I rewrite poems. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I do that sometimes. I could show you the one I did that was kind of random and whatnot, like titled 100 Words. But let me go ahead and read this one real quick. And hopefully it's under 60 seconds. All right, so I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use this. I'm going to take a deep breath and try to read it correctly. I will be writing the best poem ever. Of course, I'm being sarcastic because that would be quite the endeavor. I just messed up. Oh well. However, I might be able to write the best poem ever should I start writing now. This supposedly superior poem I will write could be about an owl. That is and was, therefore, it's a joke. The best poem ever might just pause for suspense. And also, I didn't want to rhyme the word you might have thought I would. The best poem ever would make more sense. Or offend someone and rhyme joke with the word smoke, toke, coke, choke, pope. The list could go on and on. But I'm not going to list them all, I don't have time. I want to write the best poem ever, and it apparently cannot rhyme. Define. Identity and sound of some part, especially the end of words or lines of verse. Do you see what I am saying, or are you reading what I'm writing? Better yet, you hear what I have to say that this is, or very well could be, the best poem ever, and by extension makes this an ironic day. Because you might make it to the end of the worst poem ever made. Even though I messed this up, I still wanted to kind of practice it. And what I'm going to do is actually change. Wait. No, where is it? Because it kind of comes in slowly. See how this comes in slow? I'm going to change this so it's just instant because that'll make it faster. All right, so transitions, I've got fly in from the right. Let's just go ahead and delete this. And then it'll just be on the screen instantaneously. Yeah, I got myself some food. Let me eat some. I could read that 100 words poem that was kind of sporadic. I actually found it in my computer, and I think it was just drunk ramblings, and then I added to it, and it turned out pretty good in my opinion. So let's set it up. And then yesterday was my 10-year anniversary on YouTube. So like 10 years ago, I put up my first poem. Yeah, 100 words. If it is that you are slow, read the rhyme Mother told you so. Can't imagine what this really means. Feminist will make you wear things. Pants, jockstrap. Who is waiting for the bitch slap? If it is that I am slow, read me the rhyme my mother wrote. Laugh with everyone, done with their dirt, and where'd I come from? Keep it. You are entitled. Eat my buttered bread. If it is that they are slow, read them the rhyme from this poem. If it is that you are insane, you would have counted the words on this page. So yeah, there's exactly 100 words. And I don't remember if I meant to do that. Maybe I did. I was like, yeah, I need to get up to 100 words, and I double checked multiple times, so I'm not going to double check again because I already have, and I don't want to go into that whole OCD thing. All right, so I could read the poem that I've been working on the last few streams. Even I started working on it like 9 months ago. But let's go ahead and check if anybody's on YouTube. I don't think so, darling. Nobody. Says somebody popped in, but they didn't say nothing. And then, yep, looks like you're still watching. But yeah, I will do And I think I wanted to title it In Control. And it makes sense when you hear the poem. So let's go ahead and go and read it. Maybe I should, well, I can't read it and want to upload this version when the dog is barking. So hold on. Maybe she's done. Okay, let's try it. Focus on the present and forgive your past. Tired of jumping in the hole. Excuse me, darling. Willingly jumping in the hole. You know it's dangerous, yet you still jump. Very much aware of the situation, continuing with the wrong decisions. I am out of ideas. I should be in control of these hands. I want to not want to. I need this to be done. Whatever it is I am writing about, sorrow and psychological harm, I need to work it out. Should I make myself a to-do list? Make sure I write everything down? Bite my tongue, eliminate each and every frown. More frustrated than I have ever been. Or am I sick of my own sin? I don't know if I want to go with that take. That take was okay, but I do want to get this on YouTube because that's my new thing. Ever since I started writing poetry again and I started the live poetry sessions, I thought that would be my new thing because before I would just write, I'd do it all and then upload the video. But I think it's kind of interesting to like see the process of the process of the poem. Yeah, I guess I could show you a poem that I have on YouTube that's really funny, and I changed my voice. It's pretty funny. Inside this brain. All right, so I click it, bam. Hey, it is Machine with Mechanical Poetry. I'm going to read you a poem titled Inside This Brain.
Hurry it up. Another poem to corrupt. This may be fun for the few or only some. Not many words come to me to help explain.
Beep, beep, beep.
I guess you would have to live inside this brain.
That was pretty.
My brain.
I should have watched the OBS audio because that was kind of loud. So
I wrote this.
Hopefully that didn't like pop your speakers or nothing. Or hurt your ears if you're like got earbuds in. So sorry about that.
Poem. Today's Monday, so this is my upload.
But yeah, I like that one. It's a good one. It's hard to read that one live because like the way I recorded it and changed my voice like makes it way more dramatic and more funny. I thought that poem for sure would get a lot of views, but it has 80 views. I put it out 8 years ago. So now that would be 81 views because I notice each time I watch one of my own poems, each time I watch one of my own poems, it counts as a view. And I'm like, I wonder if there's people out there that just sit there and just watch their own videos like over and over and over again just to get views and whatnot. Alrighty. Like the most recent poem. I put up, I could read. And this I put on YouTube, yeah, like I said, 9 months ago. It's pretty good. Not one of my best, but I titled it Nothing to Something. I am important and worthy of love. I want to be happy and change how I think. Processing my life, putting the pieces together. What happens if I think that way forever? Will you end it? You know what you are talking about. If you read that sentence a certain way, it doesn't sound like doubt. Alas, I do have one concern. When do I fully stop to learn? Love thyself. But what does that really mean? That would definitely be one of many things. Like having a lot of sweet, sweet cash. Sunbathing, brandishing my ass. Things that make me happy, just to list a few. Thoughts are processing, you have shit to do. What is it that really makes you happy? Love, of course, but let's not get too sappy. That is not too bad. This poem isn't supposed to be sad. I used to think I was nothing. All the while I am something. I forgot to take off one of my tags on Twitch. Let's see if I can do that, because I switched one tag out. Let's see if I can do anything about that. Because it has a tag from Dispatch. Yep, I wonder if I can do it. Oh yeah, and then hit done. Okay, that works. Alright, so what do you think? If you're still there, Michael, do you think I should try the best poem ever again and see if I can read it in under 60 seconds? Because I really, really, really want to do that and put it out as a short for YouTube, because I have a feeling, well, I've had many feelings about my poetry where they'd blow up and get a lot of views, but not one of my poems have ever hit like more than 1,000 views, not even like 500 views, unless you count the poems that I did for Skyrim. In fact, I could show one of those real quick. So let's see. My channel and videos, popular. You absolutely don't have to, but that could be fun. Yeah. What do you mean about the best poem ever, or the Bethesda? Or I mean the Skyrim poems? Let's see, because Tower Abode I showed on one of my live streams. It technically is a poem, but it also shows people about the mod that I made. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that one. Click it, expand. Oh yeah, turn on sound.
Hey, it is Machine with Mechanical Poetry. I am going to read you a poem titled Tower Abode. Welcome to your new home. That is, of course, if you choose to no longer roam. I was in a car accident today, so I have time to write this poem for this mod because I'm at home alone. While home, you can do what you gotta do. You know what? You can even cook your own food. Thank you, you made it to the end of this poem.
So just like a
I wrote
very
this quick poem for this mod, Tower Abode. It's basically a house mod.
yeah, like a very short poem. And I was actually in a car accident that day. Like I was on my way to pool school because I was doing maintenance for a hotel, and they required me to be certified as a pool technician or whatever they're called. So I went to pool school. I think it was just one day for like 4 hours, and you learn everything about like how to test the water. You learn about the bacteria and the crap that's in the water. So you learn all about managing a pool. And I was supposed to go that day, but I was on my way, and a lady slammed into me like really hard, and I called my boss, and I'm like, I just got in a car accident and I have to call my insurance. And figure this all out. And I think I set it up for the next week after that. Yeah, we just like totaled that car and decided to get the money from it and used it for a different one. But yeah, that poem has 1.8 thousand views, but it's just a really short poem for my Skyrim mod. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do the best poem ever and try to get that done under 60 seconds. Hopefully I don't mess up any words because I want it to be accurate. Alright. Let's go ahead and psych myself up. Or just taking some deep breaths, try to keep calm. All right. Take a deep breath. I will be writing the best poem ever. Of course, I'm being sarcastic because that would be quite the endeavor. However, I might be able to. I'm going to try again. My goodness. I'm going to get this one of these days. I tell you what. I know this is a long poem, but if I read it fast enough, I should be able to read it fast enough. If like Eminem and those rappers can rap insanely fast, half the time I don't know what they're even saying, but it's like and you're like, I really know what you're saying like half of the time. But I mean, if they can like rap and rhyme and super fast, I'm sure I can read a poem fairly fast. All right, take a deep breath. I will be writing the best poem ever. Of course, I'm being sarcastic because that would be quite the endeavor. However, I might be able to write the best poem ever should I start writing now. This supposedly superior poem I will write could be about an owl. That is and was, therefore it's a joke. We'll come back to this. I just messed up. I'm a tree hugger, a tree lover. By trees, I mean cheese, and she's not in love with me. Not to get sappy, maple syrup got me laughing because I bathe in her everlasting. Okay, so is that one of your poems? Yeah, that seems like it does have some intent and meaning, right? Oh, okay. Well, seems like there's a little bit of meaning to it. Is somebody not in love with you? And that you possibly are a tree hugger? That that would be something. All right, I'm going to do another take of the poem that I want to upload to YouTube. So let's try to get this correct. I wonder if I could do a certain tone that I haven't been doing, or just read it the same that I have been doing. Or a lot of times when I was doing my YouTube videos, I was tired of doing takes, so sometimes I would go with the take that was a little bit more sarcastic because I was just kind of tired of reading it and trying doing takes. But we'll see. Let's try it. One more breath. Focus on the present and forgive your past. Tired of jumping in the hole. Excuse me, darling, willingly jumping in the hole. You know it's dangerous, yet you still jump. Very much aware of the situation, continuing with the wrong decisions. I am out of ideas. I should be in control of these hands. I want to not want to. I need this to be done. Whatever it is I'm writing about, sorrow and psychological harm, I need to work it out. Should I make myself a to-do list? Make sure I write everything down? Bite my tongue, eliminate each and every frown. more frustrated than I have ever been? Or am I sick of my own sin? Actually, that's a pretty good take. I think I might go with that one. I'm at 35 minutes into my stream. I'll try to remember that. And then maybe I'll do one more take later and see if it sounds any better when I rewatch it. Okay, it does make sense. And it's about being a hopeless romantic according to AI. Oh, so you're. Forgive me, I didn't mean to laugh at you, but like it's, in my opinion, it's a little awkward that you would use AI to like decipher your own writing. Not trying to be rude. That probably sounded rude. I've never done that. I wonder if I should do that one day. So what do you use? Just like, because I've never used AI. I use Bing. I don't use Google Chrome on my computer because when you search things on Bing, ChatGPT, okay. When you search things on Bing, it gives you Microsoft points. And over time, you can earn like $5. And I've purchased, I think, there's been 3, I think, individual times that my points accumulated to the point where I could buy a $5 game on sale on Xbox. So for me, with Microsoft giving me points, anytime I search anything, the definitions of words or like whatever, it doesn't matter what I search, it slowly gives me points. So I'm probably just going to stick with Bing. Even though I'm running Google Slides, it works perfectly fine. All right, I'm going to set up another poem. Or if I could start, what I wanted to do since it's my 10th anniversary on YouTube, I wanted to write and read my linguistic lout poem. And so that's going to be difficult because I'd have to watch the video. Maybe it'd be better if I, when I'm not live, I watch the video, write it all down, and then do it. Because if I have it written down, I might actually have it in my pile of poetry. Speaking of which, I'm going to read that. Oh, this is a bright one. Because on YouTube, I inverted the color. But I'm going to read this poem titled Pile of Poetry now that it came across my mind. Howdy, it's Jason with Mechanical Poetry. I'm going to read you a poem titled Pile of Poetry. For this shame is only mine to claim. Something is persuading me on this day to trade in all and every wicked way. I see light that is truth on display. Why are these spotlights shining brighter today? This light feels like it is searching all throughout me. What did I do to be found so enticing? Did I read from some form of wrong writing? Or am I the one who is seeking to find something with meaning and feelings I cannot define? Yeah, that's really bright. Oh my gosh. In fact, I'm going to, I wonder, no, I can't. I'd have to change every screen and I'm not going to take the time to do that. So no, thank you, darling. All right. So let's see. What could I read? Let's scroll. I could read my banana bread poem on YouTube. I did it funny, and then I could read it live, and then I could show you the video I did for YouTube, which I honestly thought that one was going to blow up too, but it never did. Okay. Oh my gosh. The YouTube is gonna be better, but I'll just read it. So yeah, I titled this Banana Bread. This is my banana bread. If it is touched, tears will be shed. Yes, that is what I said. You may nom, not have any banana bread. The smell, the taste, and the texture. Pardon me, and my conjecture. Banana bread is better with butter. That's what was said. Spare me your lecture. Nothing beats bread when adding some butter. Now I'll show you the YouTube one. However, I wonder if I would get a copyright strike because I added music to that on YouTube so long ago. I think it was before I even had video editing software. And I never got a copyright strike for that one. Sins eerily replace love. Oh, so you're doing another one? Sins eerily replace love. Sincerely, I'm obsessed with doves. Since years I lay on her chest. Our sons are hanging from her breasts. Mother Earth is glorious. Father Time is undermined. They work together. Neither are undermined. You think it's poop? It's kind of cool. So, yeah, I rhyme a lot of my poetry. It seems as though that's not your style. Because it seems as though you rhyme a little bit, but it's more like a free form maybe for you. Like you said, you're like, it just kind of flows and you just like, write what you're thinking at the current time. Well, let me show you that banana bread poem that I did to YouTube. I like to take words and make them compound. What does that mean exactly? Yeah, I wrote this 9 years ago on you, or uploaded it. Well, wrote it too. Banana Bread 9 years ago, and only got 70 views. And I thought it was really good, in my opinion. I thought it was great. Compound, what does that mean? Like in your context, I don't know what you mean. Oh, okay. Like sincerely. Okay. Sincerely, I broke it into multiple phrases. Sins, eerily, sincerely. Oh, I get it. That's cool. Sometimes I like to use, well, not sometimes, probably a lot of times. Like I'll use a word with the same letter in front. Like they don't have to rhyme, but, I don't know what that is in writing phrase or like writing definition. Sincerely. Okay. I will check out this banana bread poem. Let me know what you think. This is before I had video editing software and I had to do it over. Anytime I messed up, I had to restart the whole thing every single time. I had to restart the song every single time. And this song is from Knife Party, Bonfire, I really liked that song back in the day. My boss showed it to me, and I was like, this is a pretty cool song. And I found a place in the song that I was like, okay, I'll start reading the poem here and whatnot. Oh, come on, YouTube. What are you doing? Okay. Hold on, I just got a text. What's going on here, darling? Well, howdy. Very Decaffeinated is following me on Twitch. Well, thank you very much. It would be nice if OBS activity alerts actually worked. Yo, Snack King, you might enjoy this. I hope you do. I wrote this poem like 9 years ago. It's a funny one. Check it out. Hold on.
Hey, it is Machine with mechanical poetry. I'm going to read you a poem titled Banana Bread. This is my banana bread. If it is touched, tears will be shed. Yes, that is what I said. You may nom. No, I'm not. Have any banana bread. The smell, the taste, and the texture. Pardon me, and my conjecture. Banana bread is better with butter. That's what was said. Spare me your lecture. Nothing beats bread when adding some butter.
Oh my gosh.
You made it to the end of this poem. I hope you like banana bread.
Oh my gosh. Rewatching that makes me feel a little bit embarrassed. The TikTok version's pretty good too. Because one day I just figured I'll read it on TikTok. But that's like when I was on TikTok. I am no longer on TikTok though. I think it's pretty good on TikTok. Nah, I could do something else instead for the time being. Lurk. So what does that mean, Snack King, when somebody does exclamation point lurk? I honestly don't know what that means. Like, I've been streaming on Twitch and YouTube for quite some time, and I know people say it in your chat a lot, lurk. I mean, I know what the word lurk means, like you're lurking, stalking, or maybe, I don't know. Well, maybe not stalking, but I guess I could read a more serious poem, or I could try to read that, or the best poem ever again in under 60 seconds. My gosh, I've been trying to do that forever. All right, I'm gonna try it. Okay, so just take a deep breath, read the words accurately, and read them fast, and I should be able to read this in under 60 seconds. I will be writing the best poem ever. Of course I'm being sarcastic because that would be quite the endeavor. However, I might be able to write the best poem ever should I start writing now. This supposedly superior poem I will write could be about an owl. That is and was, therefore it's a joke. The best poem ever might just pause for suspense. Also, I didn't want to rhyme the word you might have thought I would. The best poem ever would make more sense. Or offend someone and rhyme joke with the word smoke, toke, coke, choke, pope. The list could go on and on. But I'm not going to list them all. I don't have time. I want to write the best poem ever, and it apparently cannot rhyme. Define. Identity and sound on subport, especially the end of words or lines of verse. I fucked it up. Do you see what I'm saying? Or are you reading what I'm writing? Better yet, you hear what I have to say, that is, that this is, or very well could be, the best poem ever, and by extension makes this an ironic day. Because you might make it to the end of the worst poem ever made. Well, I'm definitely not going to go with that take because I totally fucked that up probably like 4 times. It's a hard poem to read, especially if you're going to read it like fast. And that's what I need to do. I need to read it in under 60 seconds. Automatic awe to magic. Replace an awfully lot of math with God in static. Oh, that's nice. Form's poems are self-assured, and I tip from the first to the third. That's cool. That's kind of... I like it. I like it, Michael. So is your name Michael Bolden, like for real in real life, or is it like a take or a play on words like Michael Bolton, but you went with Bolden? Oh, it's your legit name. Okay, cool. Not many people put their real names out there. You're describing yourself as someone who naturally moves towards spiritual wonder rather than strict logic. Do you express yourself through confident poetry that jumps fluidly between viewpoints, perspectives, or levels of thought? From the personal to the universal, this is what ChatGPT says about it. Oh, the one that you just put in before your last... Okay, so ChatGPT will critique your work, so to speak, right? That's interesting. Well, I don't know if critique would be the right word. I don't know, darling. All right, let's read another one I haven't read. Let's see, what could I write? I mean, read, forgive me. Don't you? Yeah. I've read Mr. Marbles on my live streams a lot, but it's probably because I really like it and it's pretty darn good. It's not visually stunning like it was at the very beginning of when I started uploading to YouTube, but I suppose I could read it again. Bam. Howdy, here's Jason with Mechanical Poetry. I'm going to read you a poem titled Mr. Marbles. Hello, my name is Mr. Marbles. Can't take a hint, have no clue. Lost in this space, insanity ensued. Tiptoe on glass, have no shoes. Cut my feet and I bleed the color blue. No, not at all like you. I live here, the padded white room. Observing is all you can do. No visitors allowed, it's just too soon. The goal is to think, act, and smile like the fool. Brainwashed to accept their order and rule. Apologies to whomever I offend. I only answer to whom I commend. Yeah, I like that one a lot. That one I actually wrote before I started my YouTube channel, because there was a lot of poetry that I wrote on Facebook, and then I got rid of Facebook, and I started writing again when I started uploading to YouTube. But yeah, I had a lot of poetry to use if I wasn't if I was in a writer's block, so to speak, right? I had a lot of poetry I could use to upload to YouTube, because in the beginning I was doing three poems a week because I researched, and people want content coming, like they want... Some YouTubers do videos every day, but there's no way I was going to do that. I was like, I'll do 3 poems a week. And then it went from 3 to 2, probably 2 to 1. And then the last year I've done like 4. But there was a certain time when I kind of didn't care about my channel anymore. It was because like it was not going anywhere. Like it's still to this day. I'm really happy that I have more than 200 subscribers. Like that's more than I had for the first like 7. Like the last 2 years that I started streaming to Twitch and YouTube and doing a lot more shorts and getting a lot of views, not a lot of views for the shorts, for YouTube shorts, I would get like my highest one on shorts is 22,000 close to 23,000. I could show it to you real quick if you want. And most of them are video game streams. Okay, back it up. Shorts, popular. I was playing Batman, the Telltale games, Batman. So let me.
Put your lips on it.
So, alright, I'll play again.
You were right. He ain't so sharp.
Put your lips on it.
Like this guy almost 23,000 views.
He ain't so sharp.
Put your lips on it.
You
Just
were
quick
right.
shorts, I
He
noticed
ain't so sharp.
get a lot of views. Let's see, the most popular short I have for one of my poems, because I've done maybe 10 poems. Let's see, back it up. Shorts, popular. Okay, what poem has the most views? Probably gonna have to scroll down because it's probably under like 400, I'd imagine. All right. I was inside this brain, and all I did was just watch my YouTube video, and it got 636 views. And then another poem. Let's see. It also doesn't make sense without correct. Okay, okay, you did another one. Soda pop out, Jack and Coke, like the type of wordplay I love. Soda pop out, Jack and Coke. Okay, wordplay. Soda pop out, Jack and Coke. Well, that kind of rhymes. Out and Coke. No, that doesn't rhyme. Soda pop out, Jack and Coke. Correct context, you know? Oh, okay. So another poem that I put as a short, I titled I Am the Happiest Person on Earth, and it got 438 views. So then my poem titled Black Blanket got 435 views. Yeah, but I haven't put a lot of my poetry on here. For the shorts, at least. Alrighty, so I guess I'll read another poem. Did you bounce, Snack King? Or are you just lurking? Maybe that's what it means. Is that what that means? I'm gonna real quick, because you didn't respond to me. I asked, and you're like, internet definition of exclamation point lurk. So as to wait in ambush for someone or something. Wait, let me double check. Oh, he is just watching and not commenting. So, okay, that makes sense. So somebody will pop in and they're like, "Yo, I'm just here to watch." All right, well, I want to see this. There's something else that popped up. No, where'd it go? Well, let's see what that says. In internet culture, to lurk means to observe or read online forums, social media, or chat rooms without actively posting, commenting, or participating. It typically applies to a user who consumes content silently, often as a way to learn about a community before engaging. Lurk. Well, I guess if I know that now, like I could pop into some people just like, yo, I just wanna hang out and watch you be you or whatever. Because I mean that's what people do with talk show hosts or podcasts. You're an observer, you're not engaging, you're observing and enjoying what everybody's talking about, the content that's being provided. Oh, well, thank you very much, Michael Bolden. You have a great day. Thank you again for popping in and chatting with me, because even on my video game streams, not a lot of people chat. Well, thank you. You have a good one. Have fun with your buddy. All right. I am going to go ahead and try the best poem ever again. So, try to get it under 60 seconds. It's so hard to do. It's very difficult. And I got 8 more minutes on my stream. I'll probably try to get this one more time and then do another take of the poem that I want to upload soon. Because I want to have a really good take of the poem before I upload it. The last stream I did, I think it was the last stream I did, I thought I read it under 60 seconds and I accurately read every single word and I was like, yes, I think I did it. But then I went back to the stream to clip it on Twitch and I think I was 70 seconds. It was 70 seconds longer than I thought it was going to be. What I also could do, because is that dictionary.com definition comes in slowly. So what I could do is change that. Is that it? Yep. So click it. Wait, don't. Transition, click it. It fades in. So then let's do it fast. Let's speed it up. Okay, see what that does. Rhyme, define. I don't think that goes any faster. Here, let me try again. Okay, so this fade in with previous. But I have it all the way up. Whatever. I'll just try to do it, and if I do it, I do. If I don't, I don't. And then I'll try to read the other poem one more time before the stream's over with. I will be writing the best poem ever. Of course I'm being sarcastic because that would be quite the endeavor. However, I might be able to write the best poem ever should I start writing it now. This supposedly superior poem I will write could be about an owl. That is and was, therefore it's a joke. The best poem ever might just pause for suspense. Also, I didn't want to rhyme the word you might have thought I would. The best poem ever would make more sense. Or offend someone and rhyme joke with the word smoke, toke, coke, choke, poke. The list could go on and on. But I'm not going to list them all. I don't have time. I want to write the best poem ever, and it apparently cannot rhyme. Define. identity and sound of some part, especially the end of words or lines of verse. Do you see what I am saying, or are you reading what I'm writing? Better yet, you hear what I have to say, that this is, or very well could be, the best poem ever, and by extension makes this an ironic day, because you might make it to the end of the worst poem ever made. I have no idea if that was 60 seconds, but I'll check it later. Yeah. That could have been under 60 seconds, or maybe 65 seconds. I kind of messed up. Like, I messed up a little bit. But I'll check. I'll rewatch the stream and know it's at the end of the stream. And I remember the first time I read it, it was when I remembered 35 minutes into my stream, that was for the poem that I'm trying to do, and do a good upload of it, which I will bring into and read and do another take and see if that one's better than the first. Focus on the present and forgive your past. Tired of jumping in the hole, excuse me, darling, willingly jumping in the hole. You know it's dangerous, yet you still jump. Very much aware of the situation, continuing with the wrong decisions. I am out of ideas. I should be in control of these hands. I want to not want to. I need this to be done. Whatever it is I am writing about, sorrow and psychological harm, I need to work it out. Should I make myself a to-do list? Make sure I write everything down. Bite my tongue. Elite. This ain't gonna work, this take. No, for sure. Eliminate each and every frown. More frustrated than I have ever been, darling. Or am I sick of my own sin? Well, I'm definitely not gonna use that take, because I messed that one up. Oh well. I will check out the take I did at 35 minutes into my stream, see how it sounds. Yeah. Well, that's cool. Very decaffeinated followed me. That's pretty cool. They must have popped in and checked out my poetry for a bit. That's fun. Oh, looks like somebody's on YouTube. Howdy on YouTube. You caught me at the end of my stream. I got 2 more minutes. I could read another poem for you. Do you want funny or serious? What you want? What you really, really want? Funny or serious, darling? My goodness. Let's see. Doom, doom, doom. I could read you one. No, I've read that many times. I could read the one I wrote for my Aunt Joanne. No. Well, I don't know if you're still there, but I could. Oh, they left. I remember getting that a lot, acknowledging somebody's, like, you figure out if somebody's watching and they're like, oh shit, I gotta go. They know I'm watching. Well, I'll read one more poem and then call it good. My poems aren't that long, so. Let's do. Yeah, my subscribe poem, why not? I've done it before, but maybe I could do this one as a short. Howdy, it's Jason with Mechanical Poetry. I'm gonna read you a poem. It is titled, Please subscribe to my channel. Addicted to approval, please like me. I know what else to say. There is a wall here. Help me make it fade away. I want you to like my poetry, politely sharing comments with me, and know that I'm smiling, not easily offended if you're trolling. I have armor to protect me from keyboard warrior scribes. Am I red button worthy to subscribe? You say, wait, you're too taboo. I say, take a walk in my shoes. Get a glimpse of my perceptive view. Before you tell me I can't read poetry to you. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it good. It's 5 o'clock. It was awesome that Michael Bolden came in and chatted. Snack King, that was cool that you came in and chatted, and apparently you were lurking. I did not know exactly what that meant, but apparently I do now. And yeah. So, next Saturday I'll be streaming. Actually, I don't know. I do my job orientation, or whatever they want to call it, is on Monday, and I'm hoping they can give me the days and hours I'm going to be working. I'm assuming I'm going to be working the weekend, but I will find out. And if it is the weekend, and I might have to reschedule my poetry streams. So I actually might have to reschedule my video game streams too. I really don't know. I will hopefully find out on Monday. I told my boss from the job that I currently have that I'd like to still work here, but I have no idea what days and hours I work. She told me, figure it out, let me know, and we'll try to figure out something for you. And I'm like, okay. I just don't want to work 7 days in a row. I think I could handle 6, but like 7 days in a row, having no days off, and every single day you work would just get to me. I mean, I'd assume it would. I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there that do it, but I honestly don't think I'd be able to handle it, to be honest. All right, with that, thanks again, Michael Bolton. Or forgive me, Michael Bolden. I feel like a jerk. Thank you, Snack King, for popping in. As I say at the end of my streams, hate is of many, love is of many more.